Hi, Daddy. What you doing?
You doing the regatta shuffle right now? Oh, let's go in.
Yo, it's your boy Dyson Knight, and this is episode 72 of the SUP'M Show. We are in the building, and that's exactly how it go. What up, one?
Going on, guys? Welcome to the SUP'M Show. Yours truly, JP Knowles. Dyson Knight. I don't know a side on either there or there, but that's Dyson Knight. You all know how we do it every Sunday. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. My brother, we allowed to react. I mean, are men allowed to react, period, when we get pissed off? I'm talking about in relationships. You know what I even say? Yeah, let's start with the men. If something she does really ticks you off, and she know it ticks you off.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's on purpose, right?
It's always on purpose for that.
Simply to get a reaction. And then when you get that reaction, you become the bad guy. When you react, you become the bad guy. That's how it's supposed to be.
No, but that's the way it is. Unfortunately,
You gotta be Daddy JP on the show, man, because you got seniority with you was the king of the nasty five, so you have to really break this down for.
the Super King, always on the mountain, very on top, right there, still on top.
You got to break this down for the men's and us out there, man. Because
listen, this is what I tell him. Where the doc is? He coming on there or no?
he asked me for the link, so I know Ans isn't coming on today. I'm like, Ans she's doing the honeymoon, the third and fourth and fifth honeymoon thing in the Bahamas right now. So shout out to Ans.
Okay, that's the excuse not to catch this smoke this week. All right, cool. That's whatever.
She duck and hide because she ain't
want her to smoke anyway. Anyway, like I always say, and I know some people really hate when I say this, right? But as a man, you gotta separate your emotions from logic.
So you're not allowed to get mad.
You are allowed to get mad. You're just not allowed to let her know you're getting mad.
Wow, that's heavy.
That's it. See, this is how it works, bro. I don't care how good your woman is. I don't care how good you claim your woman can be to you. She's still a woman at the end of the day, and she will test you. I don't care if you're the most strongest man. I don't care if you're the most alpha. I don't care if you're the most beta. I don't care if you're slim. I don't care what you are. She will test you. This goes back to the Bible days. They've been testing kings from then. Okay? You have to stand in your square and know who you are. And I'll always say it too. And Dr. Kent was, I always like this. You cannot be afraid to lose. See, that's the key right there.
Explain when you say lose. What do you mean?
Lose in the relationship.
You mean all the time, money, attention that you've invested in relationship? What are you talking about? Lose what?
Sometimes, depending on the situation you're going through, and I'm not talking about random arguments here and there. In relationship, that happens. So people out there, y'all sensitive ass men, whatever women, don't quote me on that. All right. What I'm trying to say is that if things get serious, I'll always say take the L, because you will take the L temporarily to get that W eternally.
So this is a great time for me to say that this is an opinion-based show, and even though we may drop some hard facts and some very deep explanations to some things that things that are very problematic in this world, please fact check everything that we say. So you were saying,
hey, shut that dog up.
The doctor's here. The doctor's
Sorry,
here.
guys. I was under the dryer. Sorry for that.
Under the dryer.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, the dryer right here.
Yeah, man. Dr. Kent Bazaar on his shiznit.
I gotta take care of myself, bro. I gotta take care of this.
Hey, hold on. You gotta glam it, bro. You gotta do the twist of the wrist. No homo.
Give me, can I get a
My
timeout?
boy,
Can I, can I
my
get a
boy.
timeout? Can I get a timeout? I was like, Dr. Ken Bazard, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, you know what? Screw this. Y'all can get, yeah, go ahead.
Give him the glory today. Give him the glory today, y'all.
Excuse,
There you
pardon me
go.
for being a little bit tardy, Bahamas
Yeah,
and world,
yeah.
but I had to get this all together.
All right. And now that we've,
I said, what's this guy today, man? Who he started drinking before we come on the show? Eh?
man, I don't understand. But anyway, it's all good. Dr. Kemp Bazard.
It's nigga.
I feel bad that Ans isn't in the building because she can. I need like a female to defend the situation because I don't understand how one is telling me that we aren't allowed to get. I mean, we could get
I
mad, but we
That's
can't
a nice. I did
show.
not say that. I did not say that.
I
You
just
sound like
corrected
Alex right
myself.
now.
I
You sound
corrected
like
myself.
Alex.
I corrected myself.
Okay.
We can get mad, but we aren't allowed to show that we're upset. So
No,
that's
that's not what I said.
what
That
did
is
you
not
say?
what I said. I
Okay, help me.
said
What did you say?
we are allowed to get mad. The problem
Uh,
is when you let her know
right,
you're getting mad. It's when
right.
she capitalizes on how you feel and how you act. And depending on the type of man you are, she will play on those feelings
Mm,
and, go from there. And you can absolutely get mad. I say, try not to show her you're
mm.
getting mad. That's all I'm saying.
So So what is the objective? I mean, what do you think the objective is?
That Dr. Kent was already late.
But
Let him answer that.
you were talking about winning and losing.
Mm. What I was saying, right? And since Kent's here, and I've always said this for years, I'm talking about 20 years ago. You
Uh-huh.
cannot be afraid to lose a relationship as a whole. I don't care how many years you invest in it. I don't care how many things y'all invest together in the relationship. Sometimes, depending on the situation at hand, not all, some situations you have to take the L and walk away from. And temporarily, you will be down and out because we all have feelings. Even JP have feelings. But take the temporary L for the eternal win. That's all I'm saying. In the end, if you are a productive man, this doesn't go for all men. If you're a bum ass nigga, you're going to break up a bum ass nigga. You're going to end up a bum ass nigga too. I ain't talking to y'all. If you're a productive man and you know who you are and you know what you bring to the table, okay? And I ain't talking about that downstairs. Just overall, as a productive man. In the end, you will win. I promise you.
But how do you put your foot down then? Like how do you
You
get the
don't.
nonsense to stop?
You don't put it down. That's just it. You give them the rope, and eventually they will hang themselves.
But if you trying to get like I know a lot of situations you have where you being tried, like you say, and the objective, I mean I guess the mission is to get a response that says to your significant other, okay, I believe that he cares. Like if you ain't getting upset, that can be received from your significant other that you don't care. You understand? You feel me? You see where I'm coming from?
Well, let them go ahead and perceive it, brother. Let them go
Wow.
ahead and perceive it.
Wow.
Listen, if it takes that little thing to break you and your significant other apart, then you're in business with them anyway. And that goes both ways,
I
not
agree with
just
that.
from male to female, from female to male too. If it takes that little insignificant incident that, oh, you ain't showing me you care by overly, man, listen, just cut it loose and walk.
I
Easier
agree.
said than done.
So at
But
the end,
yes, you must feel.
it doesn't have to be that serious, is what you're saying. Like
No,
the games need to
bro,
stop, is what you're saying.
the games will never stop. You will be tested. You will be tested. I don't care
So
what type of man you claim to be. Big JP get tested all the time. You know how Big JP don't fall? Because Big JP don't pay that shit no mind.
so just roll with
And
it.
Big JP ain't afraid to lose. Not afraid to lose, brother.
That's difficult because you almost here again. You know we always say we always knock overly emotionally overly emotional men,
Mm-hmm.
right? But things get people upset. Things really piss. Let me speak personally. There are some things a person can say that will piss me the flip off. Like say something like,
Give us an
"Oh, you,"
example.
say something like, "I don't take care of my children."
But
Say
but
something like that.
but Dyson, you have to understand this, right? If
Uh huh.
that particular comment is coming from someone who uses that on a regular basis just to try to break you down, get under your skin, it's only a certain amount of time they can keep getting under your skin. After a while, that's like water on a duck's back, bro. It just roll right off because you know it's not true.
Right.
The mere fact of you getting upset over and over and over the same thing, they're gonna forever hold it over you, brother. You gotta let that
Right.
shit go.
Gotta let it go.
Especially if you know you take care of them. You may not take care of them in a way how they want you to take care of them.
Right.
But the fact is, there are men out here that don't take care of their kids at all. How about that?
Yeah, and that's the type of thing I okay, let me give you some let me give you a backstory about a certain situation, right? I
Gather
was
around,
having this
bro. Story time.
conversation. We
Story
got
time.
a
Gather
we got
around.
a comment. Who's this commenting? Oh, my, you got my uncle in the building. What up, Milton? It's in their DNA. Wow, that's a heavy one.
There you go.
So it's genetically embedded in some people to get to do whatever they can think of to get on somebody else's nerve, or is it genetically embedded in some people to get upset? Hold on. Reverse. Brian McKnight is performing in the Bahamas for this Valentine show that Alpha Sounds is putting on, right?
Who's that?
Big Brian McKnight.
Okay. Well
You
known
know
artist.
Brian McKnight. You
Yeah,
know,
man. Yeah.
back at one. Still
Yeah.
still in love. You know,
Yeah,
big
man.
big
One
time
more try.
R&B.
You're in.
One more. You understand what I'm saying? Um,
One last
and
time. I'm sorry.
along with Karen White, fantastic lineup, right? That's a
Absolutely.
Karen White is I'm
Super.
not your
Super.
superwoman. Yeah, you know,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
big
I know.
artists, right?
Yeah.
So I'm and Brian McKnight is one of my favorite artists of all time.
Prime
So
United
I
States. Yeah.
so I was telling my mom that, hey, Brian McKnight is performing in the because you know I in Halifax and it's a flipping snowstorm right now, so I can't go out on the where is the new port where they have that amazing setup for the amphitheater for concerts, right?
Right.
Right.
I'm not there to go, and I tell my mom about it. Yo, I should go, and she says, Brian McKnight, you mean that man who don't take care of his black children? He only take care of his white children or mixed children. I guess the children he have with his Asian or white wife. He don't take care of the ones with his black. I say that sound like something his black wife made up about that black man because I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see a black man with money who can take care of their children not taking care of their children. And JP, you just said something. There are some men out there who aren't doing it.
And they have the mean. And we're not talking about those men who don't have the means to do anything financially. I'm talking about they're financially well off or just
Right.
financially can do it and they still walk away and don't deal with it. So if you're a man on any level of what you're doing business wise or whatever, and you're making an attempt to take care of your children, you make an attempt to take care of your children.
So who y'all want to talk about right quick? Because I'm talking about one person getting angry because a person did something to make them angry and then call them a villain because they got angry at the BS that they did. Right? So if Brian McKnight in this instance gets upset that his ex, the mother of his older children, his black children, his Afrocentric children, right, is spreading rumors that oh he don't take care of his children. Is he allowed to get angry at that? Because
No,
he's a public figure.
because he got $1 million in the bank that says different. No, no.
Right.
That's what they want you to get mad, bro. Come on, bro. People say
Right.
all the time, right, that money don't change the way how your outlook on certain situation. It most certainly does. It all
But here,
depends on the situation you're looking at.
here's the damage, though, Doc. The damage
Yeah,
is,
get him involved. He too busy sitting there in the sand with his head
I
making
know,
sure he's
right?
trying to look cute. Get him involved.
Yeah, Doc. Here's the damage, right? That rumor spreads as far as the Bahamas to my mom, who's now retired, right? And she used to be inside the little Laurel because when they had the Laurels back in the day, they used to be playing Carrie White, blasting it, making the whole car vibrate, right? She would not go to this concert simply because of that rumor. So it hurts it's literally an attack at the livelihood of that man, and he's not allowed to get upset.
No, no. You know how big Brian
Damn.
McKnight is probably is
I have
overseas.
a. Here's the thing. Well, okay. The reason why I was listening, I was listening. I wanted to listen 100%. I wanted to get really in tune with um our positions. Sometimes, to some degree, me and JP disagree on this, but we agree. But we disagree. It's weird, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I mostly agree with what he's saying. Your question is, can he get mad? I mean, he can? Should he? No. But the thing is, you have to realize, and this taking it a step down, because I know we jumped to superstar level and superstar status,
Okay.
and the same, in to some degrees, the same rules apply, and to some degrees, it doesn't. Right? So, for
Mm-hmm.
example, you made the example about your mom not going to the concert because of what she heard. And that means that whatever propaganda that person started is kind of working a little bit. And the best way to hurt somebody in his position most likely would be to spread a rumor or damage his image.
Right.
Agreed.
You see what I'm saying? So actually, pretty much myself and Dyson, who are really public figures per se, to some degree, especially Dyson, um, that would hurt a lot because Dyson Knight is a hell of a brand name. So when you say Dyson Knight take care of his kids. Oh, I'm not going to Dyson Knight's concert. Never met Dyson Knight. Never spoke to Dyson Knight. Hear his music. Or even me, when the thing with well, that's a little different. But the thing with Will Smith, I'm like, I'm not watching no more Will Smith movies. I'm not listening to this music anymore because I was mad at Will Smith. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
But someone like JP, whose business is different, JP can be almost anonymous. His face doesn't have to be associated with the business at all.
Which it most definitely should. But I'm just saying.
It doesn't have to be associated with his business at all. His business doesn't need a face like that. No one is going to say the owner
Brother, every business need a face like this.
as successful as his business is, you never hear people will say, "Oh, the owner at JP Woodworking, Flooring, and Carpentry doesn't take care of his kids." Oh, I'm not going to use him, even though he has a 5-star rating on Google. No one's gonna say that. They can get their floors. They can get the best floors they can get.
Right.
So how he may react to it might be different from how someone like Will Smith or your boy react, because we're in or you, Dyson, because we're in two separate kind of positions. Right? So I think you have to take now. The question still remains: can you get mad? Yes. Should you get mad? So depends. What are we talking about? Can you get angry? Of course you can get angry about it. Can you act on that anger now? What's your response to that anger? Now that's the question. Are you going to go to the woman's house and kick the door down? My wife told me a joke the other day. She was somewhere. Let me just say she was somewhere, and she saw a woman getting out of her car and a long key scrape along the car, and then at the end of this key scrape, they wrote HOE.
Oh man.
I'm like, wow. I mean, to me that's extreme. Like that takes a really nutcase to do that.
Yeah.
But Dyson, if somebody scraped my car, I'm gonna be very, very, very angry. right? So
Mr.
I'm not gonna say,
Mr. McGee, you won't like me when I'm angry.
JP, I'm gonna be angry, bro. I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's just my car. Nah, bro. My paint job costs more than some people's cars. Okay, so I'm gonna be very upset.
He'll figure nigga flexing.
No, I'm just saying, it's a hobby car. I love the car.
Don't mind me, bro. You know who I am. Come on.
I drive the car every other 3 weekends. You know what I mean? So anyway, so the point I'm making is the there's some specifics that kind of will change the nitty gritty with that response. At the same time, it is absolutely never acceptable to act on your emotions or let your emotions control and guide your response.
Right.
And you should absolutely always be ready and confident enough with yourself to walk away from the situation if it's not working out. No matter what the situation is. I don't care if it's a 40-year marriage or if it's a 4-day booty call, whatever it is. I don't care if it's with some fine girl from the Dominican Republic. I don't care what it is. You should be able to walk away from the situation.
If it ain't for you.
Recoup, recover. If you gotta rebuild.
Rebuild.
If you lost all your money and you gotta get it back. Whatever you gotta do. Because the dudes who can't do that is the dudes who commit suicide.
Yes.
The dudes who murder their wife and kids and then murder themselves. Those guys are the guys that who can't do that or who don't feel like they could start over or they can't walk away.
Right.
Those are the guys who do extreme reactions.
And you know what's so funny? To double down on what Dr. Kepazar just said, right? Women love to tell men that you're not in touch with your feminine side. I feel you're not emotional enough. Listen, that's just words. Y'all don't want an overly emotional man because an overly emotional man is a dangerous man.
Dangerous.
These men that be killing and raping and shooting up the place, they're highly unstable because of their emotions, bro. I'm telling you. I try to drill it in the minds of young men that I mentor. Sometimes in life, you will lose it all. But if you put in the work, you were designed to rebuild and come back even stronger. That's just who we are as men. Now, that doesn't apply to every man because every man's not the same. We can't have a bunch of alphas running around. We'll kill each other.
Yeah.
We need the betas and the lambs. Can't be a bunch of wolves, bro. You got to balance this shit out. But what you ladies don't want is an overly emotional man. Fuck the Disney films, fuck the songs, fuck all that shit. That is designed to sell you a dream. That dream is not reality. That's like when you go to a situation and you call the cops. You want an overly emotional, feminine cop showing up to try to fix it. You want a strong mind to show up and fix it, right? So it's the same thing. And if you get a feminine cop show up, I'm talking about a guy that's that way, you want to be like, what the hell is this? I promise you're going to be like, what the hell is this? So if it works in that situation, why won't it work in your real life? Come on, man. Come on, ladies. Y'all got to do better too. Don't try to throw all the blame on us. Y'all got to do better too, bro.
Which Lion King? That's why I don't watch Lion King anymore. It's 3 Lion Kings, eh?
Yeah, that new one is not the best for me. Is the original or nothing? But the
original or nothing, bro.
Original or nothing. Apparently apparently with the Brian McKnight thing, and this is a word to I guess women in general, mothers in general. Most the children that they have with this the black woman, they're all of age, and they still trying to get a paycheck from this man's hard work. So you see how, you see how.
You know what? I know we're not talking. I know. Sorry, not to interrupt, but I know. We talking about what the woman said about him, but at the same time, you got to put a little blame on him because, in my opinion, if he had raised his children, and maybe not even blame, but being busy, he may not have been home a lot. You know what I mean? To make that type of money, sometimes you ain't gonna be home. It's hard to be a family man And you have that level of fame and make that much money. It's hard to be a family man while you're doing that. You're doing an 18 city tour. Like that ain't easy. You know what I mean? So I don't know nothing about that life, but maybe the relationship for them growing up, for your kids to now and all they could think about is what money they could get from you in their adult years. Like
they miss a lesson. Yeah, they miss a lesson.
That's sad. That's what they grow up to be, is leeches. That's all they grow up to be.
Yeah.
Like, that's sad. Let's blame him for making the wrong decision of planting seed in the wrong place. He planted some seed in the wrong place.
Okay, and we mean he just figuratively speaking. Let's just put it like that. The show really is about trigger and response, right? So let's fast forward to, we already agree, or we've established that you're gonna get tried, right? Your significant other is going to try you every opportunity your significant other gets. I don't know why we don't have a woman on the show to defend that. But let's talk about the response.
I so want to smoke, man. That's why she ain't here.
Let's talk about the response.
Waiting for him to say something.
Let's say you do get pissed off, right? And you cuss her out. You'd be like, I am tired of this, but that, and da. Shut up, I don't want to hear this no more. You respond, right? Are you now? Should you be the responsible, pissed off gentleman and accept the responsibility for just totally cussing your significant other out?
Let me grab this one.
Go ahead, JP.
You know what the problem is when a situation like that arises? You know what the issue normally is? Your significant other don't take you seriously when you get serious. I'll say it again. Your significant other don't take you serious don't take you seriously rather when you get serious. See, the biggest thing a man can do is walk away. Trust me when I tell you. And when I say walk away, I'm talking about walk away free and clear of anything. Doesn't mean you didn't love her from the beginning, right? Doesn't mean you're still in love. The problem is when you see a situation going back and forth, right? That woman knows that you are not willing to leave. Okay? That woman knows that you won't walk away, but you threaten like you would over and over, but you'll never do it.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
So when you finally walk away and she knows that you can walk away like that, that's when everything gets in line. And I'm not talking about walking away and replacing her with another woman, because that's just like jumping out the frying pan into fire. Right. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about just walking away from it because enough is enough.
Right.
But if you threaten and say, listen, I'll leave you for X, Y, and Z, and it continues to happen, she really much respect for you, bro.
Right.
She don't take you serious.
That's just bark. It ain't gonna
That's
have a bite.
Mm-hmm. This is why the issues continue to go on and on and on and on and on. Those particular issues that you're facing, because she knows there's nothing behind your bark, bro. There's no bite whatsoever. Try this though. If she's always on that bullshit, just come in one day and be like, you know what? That's cool. Go to your room, pack a bag, zip, and walk out. And if she don't call you back, right, then she would anyway, right?
But what?
Yes.
This is why I have to interject a little bit. This is why. Well, I feel like not all situations require you to walk away from the relationship.
Of course, I agree.
If she's talking about me mowing the yard,
no. Come on, we're not talking about.
You know what I mean. So I get.
We got to make the show spicy, man. Come on.
I understand what you're saying.
Let's clarify though. Continue at that point, because let's clarify that there's some extremes to what we're talking about. Ken,
go ahead.
The good doctor.
I was going to say there's some guys who will have that same response though to a situation that's not as extreme or that's not as significant. Yeah. A lot of times communication is the issue.
Yes.
A lot of times that mutual respect what one was talking about is the issue. A lot of times that's the issue. Not necessarily that they don't think that you will run or leave, but they simply, because I don't think I don't think my significant other, the woman I live with, should be afraid of me leaving so she don't ask me to wash the dishes. I think that's a little that's a little
Good,
off there.
good point.
Yeah,
If she if
that's
she
way
wants me
off.
to wash the dishes and she's not going to ask because she thinks I'm going
Can
to
you wash
leave,
my socks? I'm out.
that's a little crazy, right? That's a little crazy. But at the same time,
Chicken? Chicken tonight? Again? No meatloaf? I'm out.
out of here, man. Pack my bags. Out of here, man. Gone.
I'm out of here, man. I'm
Time is
tired of chicken. I saw the fly and shit around there, growing the beak and all that. Feathers and shit. I'm
damn
out.
chicken.
Chicken shit.
No, but this you gotta. This communication is the key here. I
Mhm.
mean, we're talking about a relationship issue, right?
Mhm.
So if she's getting mad because I got mad, the reason is why did I get mad, and that is what needs to be addressed. Why did that first person get mad? The male, the wife or the husband, whoever it was. Why did we get mad, and how do we not do that again? Is that possible? If that's not possible, and you have a real discussion about whether that's possible or not, you might end up saying, both of you might end up saying, you know what? He say he never washing the dishes. I'm not gonna wash the dishes. He's not buying a dishwasher. Maybe we should end this marriage. Because you know what I mean?
Listen, I think if a decision's made based off of that, there's all types of issues underlying. I'm just saying.
No, but what I'm saying is there's an underlying issue.
Yeah.
A lot of see, we're not very good sometimes at articulating why we're angry.
Right.
We're
That's
very
very
good at
true.
articulating that we're angry. Or letting the partner know. But as far as why in an intelligent
Gotta strongly disagree with you on that one, brother. I am extremely articulate.
You are one.
You may be the exception, though.
You
but
are.
generally speaking,
us men are
I'm
not.
not.
We
Yeah,
don't,
I'm not.
we don't want to talk about we don't want to talk about what we're feeling because we don't like to talk about what we're feeling.
Exactly.
Sometimes we don't even know the reason why we're angry. Really know it. You understand what I'm saying? Because it could have nothing to do with your partner. It could have nothing to do with your partner. There are times where I got angry at my partner because something she said or did reminded me of another relationship, and I got mad. Baggage.
Yeah.
So everybody have baggage.
Can't stay traveling.
You gotta be able to realize that. You gotta be able to identify why am I angry? Number one, and is this the appropriate response?
Yeah, agreed.
Let me ask you, brother, sis, because that's something that I struggle with personally, right? Because if I'm mad, I tend to shut up. I tend to be very, very quiet, and it's not because I can't communicate why I'm upset. It's because I know that communication is not going to be received as you understand. It's just going to be me
you can't
talking.
Put the words together right now. You just can't.
But even if I can put the words together, I know that all of the words that matter in that dialogue is going to be is going to go in one ear and out the next. And the one or two things that I say that makes it how would I say that makes it seem sinister, or makes it seem okay. Maybe I can come up with an example. If I was to say I'm upset because every time you wash the clothes, this is something frivolous here. Every time you wash the clothes, you want me to fold the clothes, but you don't understand that folding the clothes is way more of a chore than putting the clothes in the washing machine. So you take me away from what I want to do for way longer, and trying to bargain the fact that you actually put the clothes in the washing machine. You did half of it, I should do the other half. Let's say I get angry at that, and then I explain that I'm angry because it takes me 2 hours to fold up all of these clothes. It takes you 7 minutes to sort them out and put them in the drying machine. I have things to do, you have things to do, but I'm away from the things that I have to do for 2 hours. Here's what the significant other is going to hear. This is why I ain't taking the time to even say all of that. Here's what the significant other is going to hear. Oh, so 2 hours is too much time for you to help out in this house? 2 hours is too much time for you to be a part of the family. You can't be a part of the family or for 2 hours. You worry about 2 hours. You talking about 2 hours.
Fuck all that
It's,
shit.
you see what I'm saying? So and then that's gonna
No,
upset me because
no, I
that's gonna
don't.
upset
I
me
don't
even
see what
more.
you're saying, but go ahead. I don't see
Okay,
what you're saying, but go ahead.
tell me what you gather, and because I'm just trying to make an example.
You got
Like
listen, bro.
you're not hearing that I have something important to do that means something to me, and 2 hours of my time is a lot of time for me to do all the time. How about like in a communication in how I want to say successful communication because I cannot think of the other word right now, right? And productive communication, right? We can figure that out. Okay, I'll sort the clothes and put it in the machine this time. You fold. Let's switch it up a bit, right? Let's have that type of conversation. But no, it turns into
No,
2 hours.
no,
You on here
no,
talking about 2 hours, or you said
no,
about 2 hours. You know what I'm
no,
saying?
no,
Okay, tell me what you
no,
think about that scenario.
no. You have to find somebody who enjoy doing those things, brother.
Oh, man, flip, man. JB.
You're knocking my lights off. You're knocking my lights. You fix my lights, man.
I can need stronger wine.
You gotta find somebody who enjoy. But listen, you gotta find somebody, right, that
Who
enjoy
go whistle and
walking.
pull clothes at the same
Listen,
time?
listen, listen, listen. You gotta find somebody who finds adventure and walking to that hamper, sorting them clothes out, and putting them. She finds adventure in that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta find somebody who like to do that. This is
Dyson,
what it is.
Dyson, won't get us canceled, man. Listen, my question is, right? My question is, do you two things? First
Uh-huh.
part is, right? Um, not articulating that will definitely lead to conflict. And that's in that scenario. Because not only is she seeing that the 2 hour thing that you said, she's also seeing that he doesn't care enough to help me. And that is not true.
It's not true. Correct.
But she doesn't see it's not true.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And every woman measures, you know, everybody love language is different, right?
Mhm.
So, but your woman may take that to heart, bro, and may hold that against you in ways you may never understand, right?
Right.
But you gotta be able to read that, and you need to be able to articulate. Look, I'm busy right now. I know you want this done because you don't want the clothes laying around for 2 hours unfolded. But can I get to this? Or no, not even can. I'm going to get to this in 2 hours. I'm busy, so I'm getting to this in 2 hours. And that should be the end of it.
But
And then
My,
of
my
course,
thing is my thing is
while you
why
out
are
of
you
new mind, while you out of new mind, go make me a sandwich right quick.
yeah.
I
Since you're
almost
doing
want to side with
since
JP
you're
on
doing
this
nothing
because
right now, since you're folding the clothes, I can fold them later. So you make me a sandwich in the meantime.
Then you fall in the clothes and you're ready in that mood. Why don't you make your way to the kitchen and make me a sandwich right quick?
But bro, you gotta articulate that. You gotta
so you
articulate that.
so
This is
Listen,
something,
okay,
show, ladies and gentlemen. Don't take nothing I say personally to heart. If you're a man out there and you hate me, great. I don't really care. I don't care. Too bad. So I'm just saying, it's just the way, we articulate on the show, and it's the way how we feel. Y'all like feelings, right? So I'm bringing my feelings out to y'all. That's all it is.
so y'all
Love
pretty
you
much
all.
saying that
I
this
love you. I
whole
love all you guys.
she's this whole trigger versus response thing is just a matter of poor communication. We can
That's a
sum it
good
up and
thing.
say it's poor communication. I mean, is that what we saying? I mean,
that's definitely one of the keys, bro.
mhm,
Most arguments, most back and forth arguments,
mhm,
is poor communication.
Mhm.
When you have resentment,
mhm,
because when you have a long-standing resentment, is usually because it was either ineffective or incomplete communication.
mm,
You know what I mean? And to finish this
Okay,
other part of
okay,
what I was
great.
saying,
Mhm.
because it's a two-way street. Both parties got to be involved. Your other party got to be able to say, oh, got to be able to acknowledge or realize the fact that, hey, you are doing something important that's important to you, and maybe even important to us.
Right.
So I know you maybe shouldn't even ask him to fold it now.
Yeah.
You
Or
understand what I'm
even
saying?
ask him to
But
fold it at all.
but I hold on,
If
pause.
that's a relationship, that's a relationship.
Yeah, but I'm saying I want us to talk to the men because we don't have the women to defend a woman to defend the women.
I
So
stuck in this
right.
JP smoke.
But first, for us men, how if we want to talk about communication, because again, let me use myself as an example. That is friggin' exhausting, bro. It is because
Yeah,
for me, it's like, can't, isn't it obvious that I do care? Isn't it obvious that the reason
no,
why I not yeah.
no,
No,
And
no,
that's the answer.
no,
no.
Let's talk about
Janet
that.
Jackson, bro.
no,
Janet
no.
Jackson.
Janet Jackson say what? She
What have
fine.
you
She
done
What
still
for me
fine.
have
lately,
you
brother?
done for me
Lately.
lately?
Lately. Hey,
No, it's
not
not
an
enough.
hour ago, not a minute ago. Now,
Mhm.
Well, now is the only real. Now is the only. Now is reality, right?
ooh, ooh, yeah.
the yeah, the
She's
future
Christmas
isn't
flowers
real.
next month.
So the future isn't real, right? And the past definitely isn't real. The present, oh Lord. Um. All right. So okay, I could take that. I could take that, but it could take me
So
another 2 hours. Like, in the time, I
it
might as well
shouldn't.
just fold the flipping clothes because
It
it'll take
shouldn't.
me 2 hours to explain anyway. I might as well just don't fold the clothes.
It shouldn't, bro.
Them clothes
That
gonna be
means
wrinkled,
y'all
boy.
had some ineffective
Them clothes gonna be wrinkled
communication.
as hell. Cause I ain't pulling shit. They gonna be wrinkled.
You can buy one of them stretch folders. I just bought one of those stretch folders. You ever seen those?
You bought for
Listen,
a straight
let,
folder?
let, let,
Yeah,
let me
boy.
explain something. Here's the thing. Hold on. 1 second, doc.
That's for inventory though. That don't count.
Listen,
It's nice.
listen. My wife folds clothes in a
That's it.
particular way. I'm not even
Oh,
fronting, bro. Real
right,
talk.
right, right,
To the
right,
point
right. I
that
feel you.
she tucks this in here and tucks this in there, and so when it's done, it's like a whole jeans into like that size right there. I can't do that.
Right,
You
right.
understand? When I fold jeans, them shit's like, you know what I mean? So it's a particular way how she likes to organize certain things. So when it comes time to doing that, I don't get in the way, brother. I let her fold till I'm content. She
Well,
folds, but she can't fold no more. Just let her fold. That's hell.
wow. I feel another gender roles topic coming up in our show, and it's the month of February. And I wanted to make all of the topics relationship, you know, pointed towards relationships and how we interact. And if we want to talk about not showing our anger or not having to get anger because, I won't answer the question. We ask the question as we wind down. How do we as men, yeah, but to the tail end of this too. You ain't had nothing to drink, doc?
Me,
I tell you,
No,
it's under the
the
dryer,
doctor.
bro. I
brother.
was rushing.
This
Okay,
is
all
my
right.
fourth one on the show.
Mhm.
This is number 4.
Damn. All right, cool. I see why you in there dancing and to Johnny Jackson. But
Yo, Tyson, listen, bro, chill. What have you done for me lately, brother?
let's try to help. Let's try to help the men get their communication game up. Let's get give us some advice as to how we can navigate these situations where as we are being triggered, but we still have to be mature and in control of our responses,
Yeah.
and how we can pretty much out the fire before it gets out of hand. When that situation is taking place, whereas your significant other is trying to test you and trying to get a response, how do we take that minute to explain why I can't spend 2 hours folding clothes? What type of communication skills, or how is it? Give me some type of remedy, gents.
So remedy is a question. That's a tough one. That was not an easy question.
Yeah.
And I guess I can make this be our closing comment.
Yeah, let me get us some background music for the closing comment. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Make him sound good. Go ahead.
Yeah, you got any Disney music?
No.
That's a negative.
So we got some rake and scraping in the background. There we go.
So, no, we don't. No.
So
there you go, Ken.
You can't hear it? Need a little more?
No, that's good. That's good. So I made a post last week. I said, have you ever noticed that Disney's movies end where the relationship starts? Have you ever noticed that? Disney's movies end right where real life starts. So what we talking about here is real life. Cinderella and whatever the prince name. No one even knows the prince name, by the way. But Cinderella.
Prince. Your name Prince.
Whatever his name is, bro. Nobody knows his name. But
Prince.
Cinderella and
I just told you his name is Prince.
When they get into real life, this is the kind of stuff they got to deal with. So the first time she asks the prince to fold the clothes,
I know you are saying. Prince, the fuck is it? It's fold clothes. Prince, you fold the clothes. I know that's what I say about the Prince. But listen, I climbed that tower, fight that dragon, and now you talk about fold clothes. I'm a prince. Seriously? You gotta be out of your mind.
Bro, what have you? This is what I'm saying. What have you done for me lately? You kill a dragon. You kill a dragon. That was weeks ago. Now I want you to fold these clothes. If you don't fold these clothes, you don't love me. I don't care about the dragon.
You know, Miss Dragon blood you got on your pants. You better.
You know, I said, what kind of dragon blood all over me and thing, bro? Missing an arm and shit. You go off my folding clothes. You out of your mind.
I think we getting any advice for the bed. Y'all can struggle with this communication thing continuously.
Let me get serious. So seriously though, the term you hear going around on a lot of different podcasts and stuff, which is a term that I hate, by the way, is emotional intelligence. I hate that term.
What is that?
So what it means? All they really talking about is a man who's able to, first of all, read what his partner's issue really is, to be able to internalize that and respond in a manner without allowing his emotions to take over.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I don't like the term because the term sounds a little weak to me. But it all means that you've mastered your emotions. That's what I'm saying. I like that better. Emotional mastery is what I like. Mastering your emotions. So part of that, a big part of that, is effective communication. And the first time, like I said, that you got that situation, Dyson, with your significant other, in your hypothetical example, right? With the 2 hour and you're busy. Well, the first time, you should be able to break down. You should be able to break down the issue and really discuss it. Okay, what happened? Did you not see that I was working? Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't notice you were working. All right, but I don't have a problem folding the clothes. But right now I'm doing X. So that, to me, I put that for later, and I will do it later, and then you get it done. And the next time that comes up, it shouldn't be an issue.
No, I got you.
So when
you have to explain it again. Go ahead.
So I think when you're emotionally intelligent, you're able to, again, navigate that interaction, be able to analyze that interaction, and come to some type of conclusion, an agreement as a couple. Because we intend to be together for the rest of our lives, so we need to get this together so that it works. It takes two people to do that. It takes two people to do that, right? Yeah. Two people have to give, and two people have to receive. Yeah. For that to work. So if that's not happening, If two people ain't giving and two people ain't receiving, if that's not happening, you're gonna have a problem. She's gonna and that breaks down, that whole interaction breaks down.
Yeah.
So every time every time she washes clothes, it's gonna be a fight. Every single time. And eventually you can pick your Georgie bundle.
Right.
Pick up your Georgie bundle, and eventually you're gonna walk out, or you're gonna step out, or you're gonna do something else because you want to be around somebody that's not shouting at you, that's not screaming at you all the time.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because communication is effectively now broken down, and it's gone, it's out. You don't even want to try to communicate anymore. Because this is the point we're at. Because you let it fester for so long. So again, it's very important. Once you've reached that point, you gotta really take a pause, go back to the beginning, and try to everybody let go of all the animosity, and let's try to work this out. Yeah. Or we don't. And like we said in the beginning, if we can't. You gotta be able to walk away from it and not crumble and let your emotions destroy you and everybody else. So emotional intelligence is the term that they use. I prefer to say mastering your emotions, which includes effective communication. I think that's your remedy right there.
Yeah.
I think Juan already gave his remedy. Say find someone who enjoys full. But
I talk all about it.
What would you say though?
Bros.
What'd you say, JP?
Gone. Passport bros all day. Listen. I've been a passport bro before the term even became popular.
Indeed.
So take that as you will. My thing is this, right? Men and women, we will always think different. We will always, deal with situations differently. The things that you feel that you have to accomplish as a man will never, ever be important in her world. Okay? Because women feel as if the most minor things are crucial. Like minor is crucial in her world, bro. And there's nothing wrong. When I say minor things, I'm talking about, for instance, folding the clothes over, I gotta make a bunch of invoices to send out to these clients because that's what brings money in and keep the wheel turning. At the point in time, folding those clothes is more important. That's never going to change. And the problem is that we as men stop trying to change the way they are. They are genetically made that way, bro. You have to, and this not goes for every female, but you have to understand that's how they think. They are not us and we are not them. And it don't matter how much you try to combine the two, somewhere along the line, situation will get crossed. And it was going to stem into a big argument to a minor argument.
Right.
You understand? But like I said, the majority, like you said, Ken said, when you hear these different terms be thrown around and everybody jump on the bandwagon, always keep in mind, the majority of these females that's backing that is single. They single for a reason. I promise you. And now there's a trend going on social media, right? You have this one speaking on this and this one speaking on marriage, and they've never been married. Or if they've been married, they had like 3 failed marriages, bro. So that doesn't qualify you to speak on a successful marriage and what you think should happen, or what you think that won't happen to make that marriage work, or even relationship work.
That's a word.
You understand? I know all the chicks are bad bitches, and we got this. They all have one thing in common. They single. Every last one of them, bro. And they single for a reason. They single for a reason because that's how they get their income, bro. From simple ass dudes, from you, and you. That's how they get their income. And then they try to formulate an opinion on something that they know nothing of. Trust me when I tell you that, bro. Because when I'm on YouTube or I'm looking at stuff and stuff come up in my timeline or whatever, what I always do When someone sounds like they're so educated, know what they're talking about, click on their profile and check it out on Facebook. And then check out their relationship status. 9 times out of 10, I promise you, single. But you trying to tell me how to run a marriage when I've been successfully married over 20 years? Fuck out of here. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna listen to you. I listen to you. You can't tell me nothing. That's like me trying to tell you what's best for you to operate your OnlyFans page. Right?
Whoops.
But trust me, I don't even know how that shit even operates because that does nothing for me. But it's the same concept. That's like me trying to tell you how to run this, how to run game on people, and when you go out, how to do this. I know nothing about that area, but you're an expert in that. I'm an expert in this. So let's not cross lines here.
Yeah.
So the point I'm trying to make is, no matter how much you vet a female, no matter how much when I say vet, I'm not talking about date them for a long period of time. For you dumbass people who know the word vet means. When you go with someone a long ass time and you find out what they're all about before you make it official. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? No matter how long you do that for, it's always the curveball, bro. Mm-hmm. Because at the end of the day, they're still a female and they will never think the way we do. You could have the most submissive female on the planet. Some point in that relationship, she's going to test you. That's her nature, bro. It's been going that way from the Bible days, and it'll be that way before. After the SUP'M show's dead and gone, and Big JP is a monument in the mountains, and y'all can worship his statue. It's going to be that way. It will never change. So my point is, right, the minor arguments in a relationship, don't let that tear you guys apart. See Big JP being positive now. I love everybody. Being positive, right?
A lemon? Look at this, man.
It's a discombobulated heart, okay? Hey, I love everybody. Anyway, I was so rudely interrupted by him big nigga right here. Like I was saying, some situations, communication is the key. And even when the communication is the key and you get it down pat, there's still going to be issues that's going to come up. That you have to deal with it as a grown-ass man and a grown-ass woman. Okay, but once again, like I start to show off with this comment, if things get to the point where it's not working out, we as men must not be afraid to take that temporary L. Because if you're a productive man and you stay in your lane and you stay on your purpose, you will always have an eternal win. And when I say eternal win, I don't mean with women. That's nothing, bro. Handsome man game. Handsome man game. Say it again. Handsome man game. It's different. I'm not talking about that side of things. I'm talking about us in life in general. You can't let that shit get to you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it like that.
Yep. That's episode 72. Ladies and gentlemen, please subscribe. You want to be notified as to when we go live again every Sunday at 6:30 Eastern Central Time. That's it. Yes. And not every Sunday, because next Sunday I believe is Super Bowl. So we are taking a break from the show because why not? And it will come back. Yeah, Super Bowl. And Usher do it halftime.
I ain't up on that. Who's Super Bowl? I ain't up on that.
Bro, all I know is that Usher is performing the halftime show. So
okay, that's nice.
I don't care.
I definitely won't miss it now.
Yeah. No, Usher is my guy, bro. Usher's. That's who we. Come on, we grew up on Usher, bad. He's like one of us.
Usher got me through some hard times. We can talk about that week after next. Bro.
Oh, see, there we go.
Times, bro.
There we go.
Usher got you through some hard times.
Yes, bro. The song.
Stay out of this.
The song.
Yes, this week. Stay out of this way. Yeah, you make. Yeah, he's an Usher hater.
By the way, in my camera, you just point to Ken, so that's great.
All right. Yeah. Thank y'all for joining the show. It's been good, gents. Week after next.
See you in 2 weeks.
Y'all be safe.
Nice. Love each other. Peace.
Look at me even using the wrong hand this week.
Nah, look here, right here. Look here, in my camera, this is the wrong hand.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Well, whatever it
You need
is.
to fix
Man,
that.
look here. How about this?
You need to fix that, man.
That's Dyson night, bro. You control the camera. I ain't fixing shit.
And stream. Where's the button? And stream. Right
Oh,
here.
shake that ass,
There it
nigga.
is.